Hello, this is Janet Wright, and this is going to be the Metatron Monthly Energy Healing Forecast for May 2019. Again, this is the recording for May 2019. As most of you know, my name is Janet Wright, and I will be relaying messages from Archangel Metatron, as well as possibly at least one other Archangel during this recording. Although usually in the beginning, a few minutes, it's Metatron. So I'm just going to get started. Hello, Janet. This is Metatron. I wanted to say hello and quickly begin to get into the energy that would be best for everyone to invite into their lives in May 2019. So for most of your listeners, it is spring, and May 2019 has a bumpy energy to it. Although bumpy, literally, I mean like a wave going up and down and up and down and up and down. But this does not have to be a negative bumpy. It can be a very positive bumpy. I bring it up because I feel that your expectations can help. For example, if you are expecting May 2019 to be just calm, still water, you could really dislike all the bumps, the energy fluctuations. However, if you get this information, you can reflect upon the ebb and flow, the natural ebb and flow, for example, of the tides and the moon cycles and the seasons, and understand that most things are not still and unchanging. And May is just a slightly more sped up version of that. The upheavals in May don't need to be unrooting for you, because you can root yourself in your inner strength and your inner truths, and therefore the fluctuations in the energy of May 2019 will be nothing but a pleasant breeze for you. However, if you do not root yourself in the deeper truths and deeper strengths and inner wisdom, you may feel thrown about by these fluctuations. So that is why in this recording, I want to help your listeners to see themselves more clearly, to perceive what is true for them more deeply. I want to show them that it is not necessary to go to Maui for a 2-month retreat in order to have a sense of your deep inner truths. With your children and your lives and your jobs and your schedule that you have at this moment, you can still listen to the recording and root yourself in your inner truth and inner strength and inner wisdom for May 2019. One way I do want to highlight that I know will occur, sometimes in the past I have said, oh, Janet will make this extra video, and of course unknowingly that Janet is not an archangel with unlimited energy and time, and therefore Janet cannot make that extra video on that given month. But I know that Janet is doing the triplet healing, group healings for May, and they feature a lot of healing for the spine and the bones and the muscles and the joints of the human body, as well as spirit aspects, such as courage, such as love. And I know that videos will exist for each of those sets in May. So if someone needs the free option, they can just do the videos that will definitely be created in May of 2019 for those triplet healing sets. And if someone has some usable money one could do one or both of those triplet sets as an opportunity to root yourself more. But other free ideas include touching with one hand, touch your arm. With one hand, put that open hand on your other arm. And just think, as you touch your arm, think. Think about what you love in life. Think about how you have favorite seasons, perhaps, in the year. You may have favorite months of the year. So don't think about the months that you dislike or the seasons that you dislike very much. Obviously, it may come to mind, but dwell more on mentally and with your heart on what you love. Why do you love spring? Why do you love warmth? Why do you love color? What colors do you most love? What sensations do you most love? What type of nature do you most love? And as you touch your own shoulder, one by one, think of what you love to do, what actions you love to take. Do you like to draw? And try not to censor your thoughts. And don't worry that each thought, oh, I don't have time for that. Oh, I don't have time for that. Just let your mind experiment. And perhaps you haven't drawn in 40 years or 30 years or 20 years. Perhaps you don't think you're good at drawing. But perhaps it is something that you have a creative flow towards. And it is your own judgment that is cutting off that creative flow, putting a wall in front of it of this judgment. You don't have to be a professional artist to draw something, even just an image of a wave to remind yourself of flow and how energy flow is so important, or an energy of a sun as the sun in the sky, to remind yourself to call back your own energy from the past and from people in your life. There are things you can draw that are very evocative to you, that can remind you of things. And those needn't have an artist's level of competency with them. You can provide yourself with sentimental meaning with things that you draw.